What if we start laughing?
All right, you guys, today I just want to be real quick with showing you guys how to solve examples of the problems on this last sheet that you guys had been assigned. So, for those that met during our required Google Meet yesterday, thanks for showing up. I did go through these problems with you guys. For those of you that didn't show up, besides the equation cheat sheet that I've got in our Google Classroom under the Classwork Resources tab, that will help you guys tremendously. And at the same time, let's go through this real quick. So, divide your equation in half. Yes, we're working with fractions, but I don't want you guys to get confused with this because we're going to end up performing a really simple step that's going to eliminate our fractions and allow us to rewrite our equation in the way that you guys solved your equations in your quiz last Friday. So, let's identify our variable, a over 4. We have our numbers on one side, real numbers, variable here on the other. Now, what doesn't belong that I need to move over, this positive 2 needs to go over to the other side of the equation. So 2 is positive. To move it, we need to perform the opposite operation, which is to subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. It's cleared out, that's gone. 6 minus 2 is going to give us 4. So now let's rewrite our equation. 4 is equal to a over 4. Once you get to this point, we're ready to solve the equation. Okay, whenever you have a variable that is in the form of a fraction, you still have to divide, just like you did on the problems that was like 2a is equal to 10. You would divide by 2, and a would be equal to 5. But to divide by a fraction, you have to flip that fraction upside down and then multiply. So to solve, 4 is equal to a over 4. We're going to take the denominator of our variable, which is 4, and we are going to multiply that by both sides. This side is going to cancel out and leave us with a, which is what we want. 4 times 4 is going to give us 16. So 16 is equal to a. We don't have a coefficient or number in front of a, so we're done. And anyway, problem number 1, the steps that I use to solve this here are the exact same steps that I have spelled out and written for you guys in the equation cheat sheet. So if anybody has problems, let me know. Every problem that you guys will be working that is in this form are going to solve the same way. So the only difference is if you have different signs in your equation, say if 2 was negative, it would be a little bit different. So, all right, moving on. I can go number 3.
Fine.
Are you good?
Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, number 3.
Better? Wait. Sorry.
Yeah, let's go up just a little bit. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. All right, number 3 on our sheet. Guys, I'm not even going to solve number 3 because the quiz that you guys took last Friday, that for the people that actually turned it in, which was only a few of you, those of you that solved this, you guys did a great job. So I'm not even going to go there because the other 2 questions or problems that I'm going to work for you will end up getting simplified in this same type of a form.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I thought you only wanted me to do
Yeah, it's okay. It's so easy. It's so easy for me to do. Okay, problem number 6 on your worksheet. What is the difference between 6 and the first one that we did? The first problem that we worked, you had a variable in fraction form that looks something like this. So looking at what we're working with number 6, there's a little bit more going on here. Now, as far as identifying your variable, this whole thing is your variable. It's in the form of a fraction. 5 plus x over 6 is equal to -1. This problem looks difficult, looks kind of crazy, but it's actually just as easy to solve as the last one that we just worked on. So let's let's split our equation down the middle. Left side of the equation, right side of the equation. I want to identify my variable. This whole thing is our variable. We don't have anything over here to move. Now, if we had if the equation read, -1 is equal to 5 plus x over 6 plus 2, then you're going to have to move some stuff over. But for now, we are ready to get to work on this thing. Let's identify our denominator of our variable, which is 6. So let's multiply both sides of the equation by 6. By doing that, this side is going to cancel out, and this 5 plus x is going to be free or unlocked from our fraction. And 6 times -1 gives us -6. So let's rewrite what we have now. -6 is equal to 5 plus x. 5 plus x. Very simple form to solve now. Let's identify our variable. Our variable is a positive x. What doesn't belong on this side of the equation? Well, we have a real number that doesn't belong. This needs to be moved over to the other side. 5 is positive. To move it, we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract. I got you. We're going to subtract. -6 and a -5 gives us a -11. Guys, gives us a -11. So x is equal to -11. If you guys have questions, problems like this, shoot me an email or attend our Google Meet on Wednesday, and let's get this figured out. Last problem. Okay, problems at model number 8 on your sheet. Guys, this is an easy problem to solve. All that we need to do, you do have an expression in a set of parentheses that has 2 as a multiplier on the outside. So in order to simplify this, we're going to have to use the distributive property to multiply 2 by what we have inside our parentheses. 2 times n is going to give us 2n. 2 times positive 5 is going to give us a positive 10. So we've simplified this now. So we're done with this. We've rewritten it. So let's set this as equal to -2. Okay, now we're back to, we simplified our problem. Now it's in that easy form that you guys solved on Friday on your quiz. So let's split our equation down the middle. Let's identify our variable. We have our variable on the left side. We have a real number on the right. What doesn't belong? This positive 10 needs to be moved over here to the other side. 10 is positive. To move it, we're going to subtract. Gone. We're going to subtract 10 from the other side. -10 and a -2 gives you a -12. Remember your positive and negative rules. A negative combined with the negative is still a negative. So we have -12. -12 is equal to 2n. 2n. We're ready to solve. Let's divide both sides by the coefficient of n, which is 2. cancels, leaves us with n. Negative 12 divided by 2 gives us a negative 6. So number 8, n is equal to negative 6. If you guys have any questions, let me know and shoot me an email. You guys all have my cell phone number, or give me a call and I will get right back with you guys. So I'll see everyone tomorrow on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. I expect to see more than 2 people on our call tomorrow. Okay? So later. Have a good day.